Okay, so part of tonight is, I came along here to give you a talk as well about some things which are different in the UK to here. Some of you are studying business, you want to know what it's like to do business in other countries. Okay, so I'm going to talk a bit about different bits and pieces. We don't have a lot of time tonight, so I'll look at a few topics to give you an idea. Yes?
I just came up with a question.
Yeah, okay, good.
I'm really interested about the admission, like the requirements.
Okay.
That you have to have for it. Well, the TOEFL or the English test, okay.
Yeah.
For business school, you usually have to have the GMA or the GRE. And what is the minimum score?
Okay, each test is different. So like IELTS, you need 4, I think it's for the minimum is 4, normally 5.
9, right?
Huh?
For IELTS, 9 is the highest, right?
Yeah, but that's like super,
6
yeah. Yeah, if you have 5.5, that's a good level of English. To do any course, if you've got 5.5, 6, you've got a good level of English, you'll probably do very well. Anything lower than that, you're going to struggle a bit. Okay, and 5.5 is enough to get into the course.
Okay, what about the GRE? For business school, you usually need a math test, right?
Yeah, I mean, everything, there are two levels. There's either, if you do anything level 6, which is a bachelor or above, like masters, anything like that, you need a minimum of B2, which is 5.5 or above. Okay, but then every university or college has their own requirements. So on the one side you have the immigration requirement, and on the other side you have the university. So if you don't want to go to Blackwell, you've got another university, you have to find out from them what their English language requirement is. Okay? So there's the immigration and then the university. Yeah?
Where are you still in master immigration? I'm sorry.
The GRE, I'm not familiar with that.
Okay, that's the business school test when you apply for in the US, a master program,
Okay.
or an MBA or something, you have to have a math test, right? So it's the GRE or the GMAT.
That's
I'm just interested in if you need that in Blackwell College or
No.
not.
no.
Okay.
And that's an American thing, we don't have it in the UK.
Okay.
That's why
Thank you.
you don't need it, so you're black. Nothing else? Okay. All right, let's look at two things because this is quite relevant now in Armenia. Let's just talk about it. Okay, what is customer service? What is customer service? When you think of customer service, what do you think of?
The way you serve the customers.
Yeah, the way you serve your customers, exactly. Okay, that's the definition. How many parts are there in customer service? How many parts? 1 part, 2 part, 3 part, 5 parts? Any guesses? Anybody know? Okay, there are 3 parts. Like a lot of things, there are 3 parts. There's a beginning, middle, and end. Okay? So, what is the first part of customer service? Now we're talking about, it doesn't matter what you're doing. If you're in retail, you're going to shop, you're selling something. You need customer service there. If you're selling a car, you need customer service. If you have a college, you need customer service. Anything you do, you need customer service. So the first part, if we think of a retail shop, the first part is when the person comes through the door. Now if we look at the transition, if we look at Armenia or any other country, an economy which is coming up, if you look at 10 years ago, if you went to go buy a product, you'd go, you would look in the shop, you get the product, you go, and you pay. That's the basic level of customer service. Is there customer service? In that scenario, is that customer service? No, because you walked into the shop, you got the product, you went to pay for it. 0 customer service. And that is probably what you experienced 5 or 10 years ago. But now customer service is becoming important. People are traveling, they go to other countries. They're coming back, they go to a shop there, and now you will see when you go, somebody will come and say to you, How may I help you? Hopefully. What are you looking for? Because this is the first level of customer service. You have to go and help the customer in whatever you do. Even if you're a lawyer, imagine you're a lawyer and in your office and you have a secretary. The secretary has to be like the person in the shop. They can't just sit there and do their nails. They have to talk to the customer. What would you like? How may I help you? This is the first level of customer service. The next level of customer service is to make sure that the person, they're looking at the product. Yes, okay, how does the product work? Can I give you more information about the product? Don't just leave the person like, okay, and then they go walk away. In anything. Same as a school. Same as a shop. You have to look after that person when they're there, explain the product. If they don't know how to work the product, they will walk away. Now, the end is really when you know that your country is at the top level of customer service, you get to the customer support. That is the most difficult thing to do when an economy is starting to develop, is to get to that level of customer support, because it's the biggest risk area for the person, the salesperson. What is customer support? Any idea? Customer support?
Should take into account the needs of the customers, and find new ways to serve them.
You just support the customer with the service.
You've had your first, if we think of the shop again, the customer comes in, first level of customer service, you ask them, may I help you? They ask for a bread, you show them the loaf of bread. Okay, then the second level is to ask them if are they happy with it, can I ask you more? The final level, level 3, is the customer support. Okay, bread it won't work, but no, maybe with bread it will work. The person buys the product. Then it's normally with more expensive things, you phone the customer, 3 days time. How is the product? Is the product working for you? Are you happy with the product? Or, if you guarantee that product, you say, if you are not happy with that, you can bring that product back and I will give you your money back. 30-day buyback guarantee. In the UK, it is standard. Okay, you buy a product, you are unhappy, you go back. But there's big risk. Some ladies, they go buy a dress, they go out at night, they wear the dress, they go back to the shop and say, no, I don't like it. And then you have to give the money back. But the lady got to wear a new dress. That is the big risk. That's why people don't want to do it. Oh, the customer service, support, don't want to do it. But that is the next level. You will see in Yerevan that will be the next level, and the top shops here will do that. They will phone you to find out how it is. They will email you. It's about getting the customer's email address. Like we're doing today, we get you to fill in a piece of paper. We got your contact details. We will follow up with you. We will say, how was this evening here? Did you get what you wanted? Do you have any more questions? Because if you just walk out the door tonight, and we never phone you again, you might be interested, but we're not really doing that support to you, following up and saying, well, hang on, you heard something, can we answer you more? Can we answer more questions from you? This is the next level. So many people, like I was saying in a restaurant yesterday, we went there, we bought food, we ordered 1 glass of wine. Finished that 1 glass of wine. The waitress never came back again until we asked her to bring me the bill. She never came to ask me, do I want more wine? Never asked me if I want something more to drink. Never offered us the dessert menu. And this was in the top restaurant. And I was like, this is crazy. If I'm the owner of that restaurant, I will tell that waitress, wine, you buy it for nothing. But you can sell it, there's a big margin. Go and ask that guy. If she came to me and said, would you like another glass of wine? I would say yes. So that the guy's making more money. Offer dessert. Hey, dessert. This dessert goes well with coffee. Oh yeah, actually I want some chocolate cake and I will have coffee. So the customer is spending money. I feel special. Customer support is about making the customer special. Know the person's name. Call them again and say, Mr. Jones, you bought the product, you're happy with the product. He's like, wow, these people know who I am. They want to know what I am. And they will phone their friends and, do you know that shop? They called me, they care about me. This is the next level. If you guys do this, no matter what you do, don't think, if you're a lawyer, if you're a doctor, if you're a dentist. My dentist in London texts me, sends me a text to say, I haven't seen you in 3 months. When are you coming? I'm like, oh yeah, I have to go to the dentist. Now that's clever. Otherwise I wouldn't go. I think I go, I spend money, he's happy. Customer support. This is the thing. This is what you will. If you guys are thinking about businesses, this is what you have to do here. And you will see that, not only here, I'm talking about, I've seen the whole of all the new countries going into the European Union. You can see when they're getting to that next level, when they start doing this sort of thing. Okay. Any questions about that? Customer service, customer support. If you come into the UK, you need to know these things, because if you don't know this, you're going to go down. Is there any other question specific? Next I will talk about limited companies, but...
I have a question, but in Armenian.
Okay, you try Armenian with me and I'll come.
Ամերիկայում վականատես եղան, մի տանտիկ հավը հետ էր բերել, թևը կերել էր, եկե ասում էր, լավը չի, հետ վերցեցին, ես անձամբ
Yeah, in Europe, in European countries, in the USA, that's normal. You can wear the dress.
What was the...
So they bought chicken, they eat the left wing, then after they did like a woman, old woman. And after that, she didn't like it and she brought the back, the chicken back. And
yeah, no,
that's normal.
This is crazy, exactly. This is the risk you take. You have 10 people come to your restaurant. The question here was, is this a normal thing? The lady ate half the chicken. And then she goes and says, oh, the chicken, it wasn't good. I'm not happy, I want my money back. Good customer service would be that you have to give your money back. Because if you don't give your money back to that one, she's going to be screaming, shouting, going crazy. Everybody's, what's something wrong with the chicken? It's poisonous? Oh my God. And then they won't come. So it's worth more to pay for the one chicken. The other 9 people, they will pay. They will eat their food. You pay for the one chicken, that's it. Just make sure you charge enough for the rest. Okay? Yes?
Do you find that it is true? Because there will be more and more people who don't like the service, the food, and they will bring the food back, and this way the company will not
Lose money, yeah. You would think that everybody will do this. But actually, I think the statistics say that only less than 10% of people do it. So 90% don't, and that's where the company makes the profit. So the risk, it seems to you and me that why doesn't everybody do that? But people just don't do it. Luckily, otherwise it wouldn't work. But people seemingly are normal and honest, generally speaking. Some companies make it difficult, but yeah, that guarantee period, 14-day buyback, 30-day buyback, most companies have that. Or they say to you, if they sell you something, if you agree to do that, if you call back in 24 hours or 48 hours, then you don't have to do it. And then it's very difficult to get hold of them. You phone them and it's a voice machine, but anyway, you have to offer it. Any other question? No? Serge, you want to say? Okay. Do you want to hear about opening a company in the UK or America? what it's like? Is that interesting?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, sure. Okay. So, the most brilliant aspect, I don't know if it's here. Do you guys have limited companies? Limited companies.
Yes.
Okay, good. Okay, so you have it here. This is the best thing. I mean, if you don't have your company, if you're thinking about it, it's amazing, this capitalistic dream that they've created a limited company. Now, why do you think it's called a limited company? Limited company. Limited. Okay, because huh?
Where it is your home?
Okay, because you are limiting your liability. Okay, meaning that the individual, the person, is not taking the responsibility on himself. The company is taking the responsibility. You are an employee of the company. You as a director, this is where people forget. If you open a company in America, in the UK, a limited company, it's not yours. Okay, you open it, you might put money in, but it's like a child. You feed it, that child's not yours. One day you'll spend your money and go. But a company is the same. You open a limited company, you are the director, you can own all the shares, 100% shares, but it's still a creature. You are responsible for it. If that company loses all the money, then you go bankrupt. Okay? Bankrupt. Does anything happen to you? No. Because it is a limited company. The company did not make it. You are a director. You are an employee of that company. You tried your best, didn't work out, end of story. So all the money that was owed to the people, if you owe the bank money, if you owe the guy across the road money, when the limited company goes under, bankrupt, then that's it. The company's finished. You are not responsible for anything. And that was the clever thing, because then people take risks. Otherwise you wouldn't take risks. And that's why the limited company was established. So people will put money in, they will try it. If it doesn't work, and like again, it's about the chicken story. Why do people do it? Why does the government let you do it? Because more companies are successful than fail. Okay? Banks loan money because they make so much profit, it doesn't matter if one company goes bankrupt. And if they are scared, how they get you is you have to put down a deposit. Or the bank will take some sort of deposit. That might be the way they get you. Okay, but otherwise you have a limited company, nothing can happen to you. Okay, but people who own limited companies, they cannot do what they want. Even if you put all your money in, you can't spend all that money. Some people, foreigners, come to the UK, they open a company, they make all the money, they spend all the money, they go buy an expensive car, they go traveling, but they forget that's not their money, that is the company's money. You can pay yourself a salary. You can pay money, shares can give you money, but you cannot spend the money on yourself, or you have to pay it back. So sometimes people come to the UK, they go crazy, and then the company goes bankrupt. And then the government says, well, hang on. They investigate. They say, but you spent the company's money to buy your own car. You spent your money to buy a house. That's not the company's house. You didn't use that for the company. So that's what people have to watch out. That a limited company is good, but all the money from the company is the company's money and not yours. Yeah, if you have to fly to Paris to do business, okay, you buy a ticket, that's the company, that's business. You can enjoy yourself, maybe go for a dinner with your client. Okay, that's business. But you have to be very careful in the West, in the UK, because if they think that you were doing something which wasn't for the company, then you can get in big trouble. And then they can go after you, and then you have to pay all the money back. Yeah? And there are different ways of being clever about having a limited company, like tax. If you have a company, what is the best way to get money from the company? Taxes, yeah, they want taxes. The more you earn, the more you get taxed. So it is better once a year to pay yourself a dividend. A dividend. Okay, what is a dividend? Yeah, you want it, okay? Dividend. This is more cost effective. Okay, less tax on a dividend than you take a salary. So you put your salary down and you get more from the shares, the dividend. That is a better way to reduce the tax. If you give you £100,000 salary, they'll tax you a lot. Okay, any questions? Anything else? Ask me anything under the sun.
I'm sorry. In our country, there are another company, another country. Another kind of company, not limited.
Limited, like a sole trader.
Yes.
Sole, like you as an individual.
Yeah, sole trader.
Yeah, sole traders. Sole traders also popular. You get more benefits from that, but then you are liable. And it's you, the sole. So if the company goes down, it's you. So yeah, the limited company, the company's finished, you walk away, clean. Sole trader, you are everything. You go down, you have to pay the bank, you have to do everything. So, high reward, but... Anything more? More questions about studying, business, marketing?
You had your own business in Japan?
Yes, I had my own business for 9 years. I ran a college, not Blake Hall College. I had my own college, and we merged together. Okay, so my college and Blake Hall College merged together. So I know all about business, to hire people, employees, to do all this. So yes, I don't just read it in a book. I know the difficult things. It's not easy to be a director. Don't think that that is, yeah, director, they play golf. No. Director, you don't have a boss. You are the boss. You work for yourself. That means you can't call sick. So, oh, I'm feeling sick today. The company doesn't care. The company is your boss. You're sick. The people won't work. Ah, the boss is sick. Ah, drink coffee, tea. It's stressful. It's stressful. You don't have holidays. If you're not at work, then maybe they don't work, your employees. Yeah? You stress all the time. You think all the time. Yeah, you can make big money, but you can lose big money. If the company is going down, you have to pay the employees. The employees will come to you, where's my money, you know, and you are responsible. You can't say, oh, I don't have any money, yeah? And then walk away, bye-bye company. So being a director is not an easy thing. An employee, you're sick. You don't go to work. Your boss has to find a solution. Yeah? So sometimes it's not everything to be a director. To have a business is not everything. Sometimes you can be much happier being an employee.
How many employees did you own?
I had 25 employees. 25 employees, yeah. And then you have to pay holiday, you have to pay sick days. That's the problem. You hire somebody, they work very well. But then they get lazy, they call in sick. But you can't fire them. In Europe, you can't get rid of somebody, oh, I don't like you, bye-bye. No, you have to go through a long process, speak to them. Why are you not working very well? You need to work more. 1 month later, if they don't, there's a lot of processes. Like in France now, the entrepreneurs, they're going crazy with the government. They're protesting. They say your laws are too strict. We cannot fire somebody. Because, okay, if you're an employee, you don't want to be fired. But if you own your business, you want to be able to, if the company is going down, it's difficult. You have to get rid of some people. It's just logical. But some governments, like Spanish government, French government, you can't. It's impossible. You're stuck with the people. So it's better just to bankrupt the company because you can't get rid of people. You're stuck with people. That's also a problem. If you've got your own business, you have to get a premises. If you buy, great. But if you rent, then they want you to rent for maybe a long time. Maybe 1 year, 5 years, 5 years. And then the company doesn't go well, then the landlord wants his money still. And you tie. Profitable. Yes, in England it was very profitable. Before immigration. Immigration now is killing everything. It is very difficult now. To get one student is a nightmare. You know, we have visa, you have to do an English test, you have to do this, that. It's before people could get on an airplane, come to the airport, get a visa, study, lovely. Now it's difficult. Now it's difficult. But for you guys, look, you study English, do a test, you can come. It's okay. But yeah, for college now, it is difficult. That's why I merged with Blake Hall. Too difficult.
Corporation.
Yeah, together you are stronger. To be small, not good.
I have a question about just marketing. What does Black Hole College do for marketing? Like, this is part of it, right?
Okay.
In general, about marketing of educational institutions, and particularly about Black Hole College, what does it do for the marketing techniques and stuff for bringing students to their college and stuff?
Yeah, exactly. What does Blake Hall College do? If you Greenwich University, you just sit in London, you do nothing. People come to you, knock on your door, I want to study. Me, I have to do what I'm here today. I have to go out, I have to do this. Okay? So if I talk to you, I get the words across. You have to travel, you have to network, you have to make agreements. In any small business, networking. And I found out here in Armenia, you guys are very good at networking. If you network, you can really do well. So you have to go to meetings, you have to educate yourself. Okay? If there is for example, a training night like tonight, you come here, maybe you meet some people here, new people you've never met. But don't just sit there. If you're going to do marketing, if you ever consider marketing, then in this room, you should try and meet like 2 people that you've never met before. Talk to them, because you never know how those will help you. Yeah? That's all about marketing. Even on the aeroplane, you don't want to talk, you're tired, you speak to that person. You don't know who that person is. You don't know what contacts they will have. Same with the college. When I go, I travel. I travel to see different schools. Even I speak to the other schools, my enemies, because you can cooperate, you can find out new ideas. You never think that you know everything. Okay? You need to look, research, go on the internet, see what the competition do. Yeah? What else do we do? Yeah, I mean, we're not a rich college, we don't have lots of money. So we have to be very price sensitive. So we offer you a discounted price. So they don't care. University of Greenwich, they put their price here, people pay. We have to be price sensitive. We have to drop the price. We have to give you offers. So it's looking at that cutting your prices, customer service. Customer service is so important. If you're a small company, you don't have money. Greenwich University, they don't care. You go there, you're one, and you know, like, but us, we try, like, make people feel like they're at home, because that student will say, wow, I'm treated so nicely, I like you. Greenwich, they're just a big corporation. But the small company, they treat me nicely. And customer service is free. You don't have to do anything about it. Yeah? Your employees just have to smile, and they have to be nice. Yeah? So I would say good customer service. You have to be price conscious about your product, how much it costs. Marketing is expensive, okay? To put a big board out there, to advertise on the street, it's too expensive for a small company. Internet marketing, Facebook, Twitter, get Google Analytics. It's like a whole thing. If you get high on Google, it's something like, if you're number 1 and you search on something in Google, that first guy there, it's like, he gets 45% sale. The next person's like 20. Next person's 15. It's huge drop. So if you can get to the top of a Google search, your company will do very well. Well, those are statistics in the West. Everybody Googles. It's an expression, Google it. Everybody looks in Google. What is this? Where are you in Google? Facebook. People don't trust companies anymore. Like this, I say, yeah, Blake Hall College, yeah, cool. But people go look on Facebook. They want to see what the students say about the college. So if your customer service, your customer support is bad, the students will talk on Facebook how bad it is, and then you guys will read it, the customers, they will say, no, I'm not going to the college, because the students say it's rubbish. So Facebook, in this era, you have to have good customer services because you can't hide behind anything. It's out there. People talk all the time. Yeah? Hope that answered your question. Any more? Finished? Some of you falling asleep, I think. So, okay, thank you very much for listening to me. Hopefully you have some ideas in your head. Hopefully you will consider coming to Blake Hall College, visiting us, speak to Master Plus, and they will tell you everything how to. Tell your friends, family, sisters, brothers. All right, thank you. Thank you.